going on, everybody? So, I'm gonna do a movie review. Why the fuck not? Because I got nothing else to talk about. So, Suicide Squad. Yeah, everybody knows that shit because everybody's been waiting on it. And I went and seen the shit the other day. If you haven't seen it, well, watch the video and I'll tell you what I think about it and you can decide if you want to see it or not. So a lot of people were real excited about this video, myself included. I love comic books to begin with anyway. What's up, bud? So yeah, I was really excited about this movie. I tried to get not too excited about it because I was kind of disappointed with like Man of Steel and Batman v Superman. They weren't awful movies, but I thought they could have been better. Storylines were kind of weird on a couple of them. Shit didn't make sense. So I tried to not get my hopes up too much for the Suicide Squad movie because I didn't want to be let down and disappointed again. But I will go ahead and say that so far of this little new DC movie universe with the Man of Steel and Batman v Superman and then the coming movies Wonder Woman and Justice League, you know, all these shits are connected. So far, of course, this I guess this is only third one. The third one in the series of these movies so far, but so far this has been my favorite one. So Batman v Superman, like I said, I was kind of disappointed in it. I actually went back and watched it for a second time the other day and actually liked it a little bit better the second time around. I picked up on a couple more things, but still Suicide Squad so far the best one. Now, is it like the most badass, awesome, coolest, the shit movie I've ever seen? No. Storyline was still kind of weird. I appreciated the fact that they tried to get a lot of the backstories of these characters in, but it seemed like they were trying to cram a lot of shit into a little bit of time, and it didn't really flow real well in my opinion. It seemed like I said, they were just trying to rush through all this shit to give you like loads and loads of information, because when you got a cast like this, when there's, you know, so many different characters in the movie and you're trying to tell a backstory for like 5 or 6 different people all within a short part of the movie, because you gotta think, you can't spend the whole fucking movie doing backstories. You still gotta have time for all the actual shit, the actual story. So yeah, it seemed like they tried to cram too much shit in there all at once to me. It wasn't too bad, but it was like backstory, and then immediately into the main plot of the movie. It wasn't no, you know, build up to it. And there will be spoilers in this video. Just to give everybody a heads up, I will let you know before I get to them if you haven't seen it yet. But yeah, anyway, the characters and actors, let's get to that. Margot Robbie, something like that. Harley Quinn, badass. I think she did a great job. The only thing that kind of got me about her was if anybody knows anything about Harley Quinn or used to watch the cartoons and shit, or the video games even, like all the Arkham Asylum video games and shit, she's got a certain accent that she usually uses, like an up north accent. I don't know exactly what, like, it's almost like a New Jersey, Boston kind of a mixed accent. But Margot Robbie, the actress that played her, she's Australian, and so she already had to, you know, lose her accent and then try to do this accent on top of that, which it seemed like she was slipping in and out of it throughout the movie. Like sometimes she'd just be like a regular, you know, straight up just plain Jane American accent, and then she'd slip into the Harley Quinn accent.
So my recording cut out right here for a minute. I don't know why. The camera was being sketchy or whatever. But what I was getting at was that, yeah, she was kind of slipping in and out of the accent. But it just kind of bugged me a little bit as I was watching the movie, because that shit was kind of like I was noticing it every time she slipped into it and slipped out of it. But that's just a little nitpicky shit. Overall, I thought she did a really good job. I liked her interaction with the Joker and how they kind of explained their relationship and her backstory and all that nonsense. But I'm trying to remember what all I had about her. because I'm recording this after the fact, obviously. But that's the main point I was trying to get at before my shit cut off and stopped recording and then cut back on. So back to the video.
Will Smith, I thought he did a great job as Deadshot. He played the role really well. Like I said, though, it was kind of a letdown because it seemed like they were trying to cram his story into it so much that it kind of muddled it up some. But he did good. Who else? The guy that played Rick Flag, man, he was good. The other characters I'm not even going to get into a whole lot because it was pretty obvious that the main focus of this movie was Harley Quinn, the Joker, even though he wasn't in it that much, which I'll get to him in a minute, and Deadshot. Really, you know, those are the two main ones. Deadshot and Harley Quinn were the main focus of this. Everybody else was just kind of sprinkled in. And, you know, we'll tell you a little bit about this guy and a little bit about this guy. But here's Deadshot and here's Harley Quinn, and we're going to spend like 20 minutes on each of them. So, obviously, they're going to be a big part of the future movies, what it seems like to me, anyway. The Joker. That was everybody's big thing on this movie because everybody's seen the pictures and the previews leading up to this Joker. And yeah, this ain't your granddaddy's Joker. Jared Leto played him. Here's my opinion on it. For what this character was and for what they were trying to achieve with him, I think he did a good job. Now, the jury's kind of still out for me on this Joker. He's not in the movie a lot. He's mostly in it for Harley Quinn's backstory. You know, it's mainly like flashbacks and shit, and then he's just in it a little bit. So I don't think he was really in it enough for me to make a real judgment on this new Joker. I mean, I know they're trying to go a new way with it. And, you know, plus the fact that anybody that knows, you know, the last Joker, Heath Ledger, man, that's a hard act to follow because that's everybody, you know, a lot of people saying that's the best Joker ever in a movie. So he's already got some big shoes to fill, and for them to go so far off in a different direction than all the other ones, it's going to make it tough on him anyway. But like I said, he wasn't in it as much as I thought he would be, so it's hard to tell. I'm sure he'll be in future movies and have more screen time, and you'll be able to get more of a feel for him and see how he's really going to be. Let's see. I'm not a movie reviewer, so it's probably going to be short. So let's go ahead and get to the spoilers, because there's some shit that kind of made me laugh, and there's some shit that kind of pissed me off in this movie. So if you have not seen this movie yet, cut it off right here, because I'm about to tell you some shit that happened that you may not want to know until you see the movie. Alright, so one of the funniest things about this movie, and something that's not meant to be funny, the dude Slipknot, he's one of the Suicide Squad members. I kind of, you know, everybody was saying, oh yeah, that dude's gonna die in the movie, like, he gonna get killed real quick, like right at the beginning. And I already had that in my head, and then noticed that as they're telling all these people's backstories, he was not in it. This dude got no backstory, no lead in. He didn't even have his name mentioned until he showed up, and they were like, oh yeah, yo, that's the homie Slipknot. He can climb shit, and he's got some ropes. And then like 2 scenes later, my dude gets his head blowed off. Like they were writing this movie, and they're like, okay, we gotta have somebody to kill so that we can show them that these bombs in their necks actually work. So we're just gonna throw this dude in for like 2 scenes, give him like 2 lines, and then blow the homie's head off. That's what they fucking did. Oh man, this shit was just funny to me. The next spoiler, fucking El Diablo, man. If you have watched this, then you know what happened to him. If you haven't, and you decided to say, fuck it, I don't care about hearing spoilers, El Diablo gets killed towards the end of the movie, which pissed me off because he was like the strongest, most powerful, and in my opinion, the most badass motherfucker on the team. And they put him down. Of course, this is, you know, fantasy universe. He could come back to life, but I kind of have a feeling he's not, just because they pretty much gave him closure with all his storyline and everything. So I think he's done for DC movies. Which that kind of pissed me off, man, because I was digging him. He was cool as shit. Oh, what else? Oh, we're going to touch on Killer Croc. I don't know who wrote this dude's script and who decided how he was going to be. But, man, they fucking missed it. In my opinion, anyway. That was like the weirdest. I don't even know what they were doing with the man. I mean, he didn't have many lines. When he did have lines, they were trying to make him like this real, like, thugged out something or another. I don't know, man. And it just wasn't working. Not in my opinion, anyway. It wasn't working for him. I can't. Well, I can somewhat remember the actor's name, but it's fucking long as shit and got way too many consonants in it, and I can't pronounce it, so I ain't even gonna try. But I don't know, man. It was just a weird. I don't know if it was the actor that made these decisions or the directors, but it was just fucking weird the way he played the role, or the way they wrote the role. Maybe is what it was. But yeah, it's whatever. I don't know. He's had some weird lines that I guess were supposed to be funny, but were just kind of dumb. So I wouldn't care if he's not in any more movies. Which he didn't get a lot of time anyway. He didn't have much lines. He just had a little short backstory, and he'll probably be done anyway. Captain Boomerang. Yeah, that motherfucker is called Captain Boomerang. I was actually surprised by him because I thought he was just gonna be. What's up, homie? I thought he was just gonna be some like dumb, you know, dude thrown in there to take up space on the team. But man, he was actually the dude playing him. I don't know his name, but he was funny as shit. He had some funny ass one-liners through the movie. He played the role real well. I thought his interactions with the other characters were good. I liked him. He was good. What else we got? What else do we got? That's all I can really think of right now. The only other character, Amanda Waller, you know, she played it fine. It's just kind of a boring role anyway. She played it all right. Was Enchantress? I thought she was going to be real badass. I was kind of mad that, well, I wasn't mad, but I was kind of surprised they made her the main villain of it. I thought she could have been involved in a lot more cooler shit than what she was, but she was alright. The chick's hot though too, so she wasn't hard to look at, you know what I'm saying? But that's all I got. That's all I can think of on it. I liked it. I thought it was the best one of the series so far, which isn't the best thing in the world because I thought the other two were not great to begin with. They were decent, okay. They did show a little preview of the Flash in there, which I hope his movie does good. The new Wonder Woman, though, I'm pumped about that. It looks badass from the previews. Hopefully they'll keep getting better. Maybe they'll listen to what critics and fans are saying about these movies and adjust shit. But I think Wonder Woman's got a better chance because it's just one, you know, basic main character. You ain't got to try to squeeze so much shit into such a short time. But I'm looking forward to that one. Justice League's got a little sneak preview. It looks pretty dope. But we'll wait and see. Maybe when they come out and I watch them, I will give you another review. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll ride a bike and give you movie reviews. Or maybe you guys won't like this and be like, you dumb, you know what you're talking about. Don't do this shit no more. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for this one. As always, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, slide the finger on that subscribe button for me. Give me a like, throw me some comments, tell me what you think of the video. Tell me what you think of me. Tell me what you think of that tree. That's going to do it for me. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.